Hey, how you doing? So listen, you want to hear about these gas lawnmowers, gas blowers, and gas weed whacker stuff that are being banned? Let's talk about that right now.
Zombie apocalypse.
Hey, how you doing? Good to see you again, and welcome back to the show. Thanks for stopping by. And as always, hope to just find everybody safe, healthy, and in good spirits. Remember, if you're new here, definitely hit that subscribe button, hit that bell icon, and hit the thumbs up. Thumbs up always helps me. I appreciate that. And your comments. Definitely want to hear from you. Let me know what's going on out there. Especially now I got this story here. It's crazy about how they're gonna ban these lawnmowers and gas blowers and stuff. And I want to read the story to you. And I want to just see what you think about it. It might happen in your area, it might not. It might be where you're at. And but what do you think about it? What if it did come to your area? If there's any area now, what if it did? Like what's your thoughts on this? Because my thoughts are pretty crazy on what's going on here. That's why I had to share it with you because I don't know how they're going to get away with it. But I do understand the reason why they're trying to do is because of pollution. Okay, that's understandable. But sometimes you can't do something that's going to offset something else. It's just going to create other problems. You know what I'm saying? So it's a tough situation. I'm going to read the story to you. Let me know what you think. All right. California to ban gas lawnmowers and leaf blowers. California Governor Gavin Newsom signed a bill on Saturday that moves to ban gas-powered lawn equipment in the state, including lawnmowers and leaf blowers, in an effort to limit air pollution. The bill directs regulators to stop selling gas-powered equipment that has small off-road engines by January 1st, 2024, or once the California Air Resource Board says such a law is feasible, whichever date comes later. The law also calls for new portable gas-powered generators to be zero emissions by 2028. That deadline, however, could be pushed back by the state board. Gas-powered equipment with small off-road engines produce a similar amount of smog-causing pollution as light-duty passenger cars create in California, which is why lawmakers are working to curb emissions that come from those tools. According to the Associated Press, there are more than 16.7 million small engines in California, which tops the number of passenger cars on the roads by roughly 3 million. Using a gas-powered leaf blower for 1 hour reportedly causes the same amount of pollution to be emitted into the air as does a 2017 Toyota Camry driven from Los Angeles to Denver, which spans roughly 1,100 miles. The AP reported, citing state officials. It's amazing how people react when they learn how much this equipment pollutes and how much smog forming and climate changing emissions that small off-road engine equipment creates. This is a pretty modest approach to trying to limit the massive amounts of pollution that equipment emits, not to mention the health impact on the workers who are using it. The state has allocated, well, this is a good part of it. This is what's going to be one of my questions on this too, was the state has allocated $30 million to support professional landscapers and gardeners with switching their equipment from gas powered to zero emissions. Some lawmakers from both sides of the aisle voiced opposition to the bill, according to the Times, airing concerns regarding individuals living in rural areas. Critics specifically pointed to the requirement for portable generators to be zero emissions, noting that California often experiences blackouts during wildfire season. All right. So basically, in a nutshell, they're trying to cut down on pollution, which is understandable. I mean, there's no question on, we all want, pollution to go away. That's a gimme. But how do you take all these landscapes that have thousands of dollars worth of equipment and have them switch over to electric? But then they said they're giving some kind of grants or something, $30 million, whatever, to help them, switch over. Which they'd have to go to battery operated things because you can't pull up to your customer's place. You're going to cut the grass with an extension cord and ask them to plug their shit into their house. You're going to pay them $50, $60, whatever, to cut your grass. And then you want to use my electricity too. That's crazy. So they got to be some kind of battery operated things. How much is it going to cost them to replace batteries, to charge batteries? What are you going to do if you run out of charge? Now you got to charge the battery. It could be a whole big thing here. Also, what about the private owners? What about if you cut your grass yourself now? You have a gas lawnmower. Now you want to cut your own grass. Are you going to get, it says professional landscape. It doesn't say anything about the homeowner that has a gas lawnmower. If he wants to cut his grass, how are you helping him? What are they going to do? How about the kid that has a lawnmower, goes around the neighborhood, cutting people's grass, makes a little extra money? How's he going to afford to do that? You know, it's a little crazy. You know, again, I understand the whole thing about the pollution. Okay, I understand that. But wow, that's a big hit on a lot of things. And even like they said about the generators, they want these generators to be like zero emissions, this and that. There's a lot of wildfires and stuff out there, like they're saying. If you don't got a generator that works good, you know, you're going to have problems. There's people rely on this. You know, people in rural areas, you know, in the woods and stuff like that, mountains, whatever, they need their generators to work. What if they have a good generator now and you tell them they got to switch to another one? Who's paying that for them? How are they going to afford that? What if they're living on a budget, you know? There's a lot involved in this. You know, sometimes lawmakers, they want to come up with these ideas and stuff, but you got to think about the little people, you know? It's tough enough today these days with trying to, you know, get along and buying food and making it week by week and, you know, paycheck by paycheck. You want to start throwing things like this out there. It's crazy. But what do you think? You know what I'm saying? I mean, these are all my thoughts. This is what's going through my head. If you live in California, let me know how it's going to affect you. If you don't live in California, what do you think if this came to your state? How would you feel about it? What would you do? You know, would you agree with it? Because it helps the pollution, which again, I say there's nothing wrong with that. We want to do everything we can to do away with pollution, but how's it going to affect you? In what way? You know, definitely like to hear about it. Leave some comments. Let me know what you're thinking. Even if you're in another country, what would you do if you did it over there? Like, you know, what happens? What goes on? Maybe everybody should just pour cement. We ain't get no more grass. I don't know. New York, the concrete jungle, right? Listen, guys, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit that bell icon. Give me a thumbs up. I appreciate you always stopping by. Take care of yourself. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Be careful out there. We all know it's dangerous. Watch your surroundings. Be careful and take care of yourselves. All right. I'll see you next time. I'm out of here. Take care.